You are doing well. Let me start. So, guys, today also one good news. So, Vinay, so today we did, I think, 5:30 second round. He also almost selected. We're waiting for update actually. This week, two members has been selected, guys. So, Vinay prepared well. Awesome. Okay, very day. He prepared for 3 months, guys. Every day I took mock interview, mock interview like this. Okay, fine. So now let me start, guys. In our last class, we discussed it about you know Azure Active Directory, which is a different types of service models. In Azure, we have three types of service models like IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. We are on SaaS actually. In the SaaS, we are discussing Microsoft Entra ID. Basically, in a SaaS, resources are comes and applications are comes. Those are, Azure DevOps, Azure Portal, Office 365, and Azure Active Directory, etc. These are all comes under SaaS. SaaS means, very well, we discussed it already. Application is already developed. The software is already implemented. Just we are leveraging. Hmm? Without managing underlying infrastructure. No need to manage like security, like OS, like runtime, dependencies. Any other aspects, we don't need to manage everything taken care by provider. Here who is the provider? Azure. Done. Now, in the same Microsoft Entra ID, another beautiful feature is there. A beautiful feature. In the Microsoft Azure Cloud ecosystem, if you think that this is a Microsoft Azure Cloud ecosystem, it is Entra ID. Okay. Inside that, we have another beautiful feature, very common in every company. Definitely, you should pay attention now. Very useful for real-time project and for interview as well. Even today also we got one interview. He explained well, he selected, no problem. Let's talk about for that. So inside the Azure cloud, we have Entra ID. So what are the security services offered by Microsoft Entra ID? We discussed it already. Microsoft Entra ID, different types of security services offering. One is identity, app registration, service principal, enterprise applications, multi-factor authentication, passwordless authentication, single sign-on, conditional access policy, privileged identity, identity governance, identity protection, etc., etc., etc. Right? So among them, what is a new feature today we are going to discuss? Single sign-on. Pay attention, single sign. Guys, before going to explain about this, I will explain one analogy. I will explain one real-time scenario in the project. Imagine that you are in Cognizant or Capgemini. This is a company. You are the member. Means cloud administrator, cloud engineer, cloud software engineer, cloud specialist engineer, cloud operational engineer, cloud consultants engineer, infrastructure engineer, platform engineer, other specialist. Of course, any kind of role, regardless of that, you are going to work on this one. You are in Capgemini or Cognizant as a member, as a senior cloud operational engineer. Okay, and you in your company, 10 members has been joined. Okay, 10 members has been joined. 10 members are there in this company today. 10 members joined, new joiners. So you are going to create what? After post joining of your new employees, you are going to create users, right? You are going to create users. Definitely, you are going to create users. Now, each user required, okay, each user required in every company, every project. First thing is what? Service now ticketing tool is required, guys. Service now is required. Then Teams is required, Zoho required, Workday required, Azure portal required, DevOps required, and HR portal required, and Salesforce we required, SharePoint required, different types of applications required, guys. One person need to be work on these all the applications. Each person, I am asking, I am telling, see, actually today 10 members joined. 10 members joining this company today. You are going to create username and password to every member, right? Every common, that is common. You are going to create identity for the users, of course, okay. But this one user, take one user. The user should be log into this one, 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 this one, this one, this one, this one, so on, so on, so on. Multiple application, approximately 15 applications need to be taken care. You should be work on this each applications based on the business need. Some application need to communication, some application need to uh, uh, tracking, some application need to work on the technical, some application need to confluence, application, document, sharing, based on the business need. We're going to use all this type of application. Here, one consideration is there. Being as admin, you need to create every application username and password, username and password, username and password, username and password. Okay, that is one scenario. And once you provide for all these username and password to his guy, this person also need to provide username and password, username and password, 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 username, credential, credentials, credentials. So if applications are increased, the new joinee, anyway, employee or user need to provide multiple times credentials, repeatedly provide multiple times credentials for each and every application separately. It is not tedious. It is not good. Is there any alternate method? Yes, that is nothing but single sign-on. Microsoft offering a security feature, authentication feature. Single sign-on is off. Name itself says, guys, here, think that the name itself says single. Listen carefully, no problem. Even it is slow also. Don't worry. Really, in interview, no need to explain fast. Today I have small recorded 1 minute is there. Last I forgot to record that audio. I can share no problem. He explained very well, Vinay. I think mostly it will be done. Second round also clear. One second round clear, offer will be released, guys. Okay. So what I'm saying, take clearly, slowly, clear concept. That I will provide. Definitely, I will provide that one. As a realistic, even real-time engineers also not able to expand like that in such a way that I can provide. First, to believe in yourself, do hard work. Okay, do hard work. Right. So single sign-on. Here, see, name itself says it justify provide single credentials to signing. To the signing to all the applications, just give only one-time credentials. Don't provide your username and password for this. No need to provide username and password for this. Repeatedly, no need to provide username and password for repeatedly for each and every application separately. It will be avoided single sign-on. Just it can allow the users authenticate once and he can access all the applications without providing any time credential. Just he can open it on that, it will open. It on that, it will open. But when once you logged into your account, where you get it from? You know already. We are getting from enter ID, username and password. Enter ID, username and password. If you log into your account using username and password, automatically these applications will be open for you without need of providing credentials, username and password repeatedly for every application separately. But these applications should be enabled single sign-on. Scenario, this is scenario. This is scenario actually. But in real time project, they will ask you, hello, cloud engineer. There are 10 applications are there. 3 members joined. Could you please assign to that guys and enable these applications to single sign-on? Could you please configure it? They will raise the ticket like this. Then you will go to the service now ticketing tool. As usually, very commonly, in fact, in realistic, we'll go to the service now ticketing tool, right? And you can assess yourself, okay, work in progress. Allow me some time, I will be close soon. In 5 to 10 minutes, we'll be closed, guys, real time. But in interview, you have to say answer so that it will take 1 hour class. So keep your time to the skill set. Avoid your time for enjoyment, means in online. Okay, my suggestion, avoid the time for online keep your time for skill sets. It will be very useful to you guys. Okay. So anyway, if you use mobile phone, clearly it will be powerful. Mobile phone, you can use the mobile phone. Clearly, it will be powerful. How? In mobile phone, internet from internet, you can search for your whatever you need. Huh? You can search for that. You can go that way. Right. So, what happened? If you use single sign, what happened? It will be avoid the repeatedly providing credentials. It will be allow us user or us with single sign to all the applications. Just if the user log into his account using single credentials, automatically all the applications will be accessed. No need to provide every time username and password. It will avoid. So what is the benefit? What is the benefit? Main benefit, easier application management, and it will be avoid the power related problems. Okay, power related problems, and also it main for security, guys. Main for security. If the account is compromised, what happen? Username. If you provide every time username and password, someone will steal. So it could be potentially someone use it. Attackers will be use it. So if it is account is compromised, means attacked. Hmm? So it will avoid the use of the credentials, means passwords every time. So easier management, avoid the credentials every time, and it will avoid the power password related errors. Security and very good, better user experience. User no need to remember password always, right? Just your account, username and password, provide that like a Gmail account. Then you can access, open this, open this, open this, open this. That's it. There is a scenario. So take a one company, Capgemini. In Capgemini, you are in one project is a one cloud operational engineer. You are going to enable the single sign-on for all these applications assigned to the guys who have joined today. 3 members, 4 members. However, one member also you can assign. So this is a work today you are learning, guys. Okay. So what is your job today? What you have learned today? You are learning how do you enable the single sign-on. But in real time, nobody can ask you what is single sign-on. They will come and they won't ask you. But you should learn, you should understand for interview, what is your road point to get the job interview. So they will ask you, have you worked on single sign? Yes. How much rate on? 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10. Yes, I have pretty good hands-on experience on single sign-on configuration of application integration, enterprise application configuration with single sign-on. I have 2+ years of hands-on experience. Good. Like this, you have to say, what is this? It's nothing but a security feature in Microsoft Entra ID, which can allows user to sign in once and access multiple applications without providing repeatedly username and password by using different types of protocols. Now protocols will be coming to the picture, guys. So first protocol is OpenID Connect, right? And second protocol is SAML. You have to say SAML. So OpenID Connect is a one protocol. This is for actually modern web applications or mobile applications. SAML actually enterprise applications. So here, these are all enterprise applications, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Zoom, team calls, or HR portal, HR payroll portal. All these are enterprise applications. For the enterprise application, which protocol we're using? SAML. For web application, which is designing ourselves in our organization, and like mobile applications, web applications, we are going to use OpenID Connect protocol. So anyway, how many types of protocols using in single sign-on? Two protocols. OpenID, SAML. So OpenID is a Java based, means JWT token based protocol. It is actually XML based working. It is used for modern web application. It is used for enterprise application. That's it. Okay. This is theory, guys. Now let's discuss about practical. I'm switch over to the Microsoft Azure portal. This is one. I'm going to the Microsoft Entra ID. Okay. This is Microsoft Entra ID, guys. So many users are there, 8 members, 6 groups, of course. So now I'm going to use first enterprise applications. So I'm going to create anyway some enterprise applications. Okay. For example, in real time project, mostly these applications you are going to be enabled, right? So you are going to Google Cloud applications also, you are going to enable AWS applications also, you are going to enable, you are going to configure the single sign-on for these applications. AWS, Google, SAP also. You should be enabled. Definitely they will ask. And ServiceNow and Slack and also Workday, UKG Pro, Zoom app also you are going to do. So anyway, I'm going to be enable this one. Okay. See, I'm going to create. First, you have to create an enterprise application in Microsoft Entra ID. How do you enable the single sign-on? Tell me. Like this, they will ask. First, I will go to Azure portal. I will get to Entra ID. In the Entra ID, there is enterprise application. I will create enterprise application. Which application I will take the input first. Okay, Zoma, Slack, Workday, HR portal, anything. I can search in the enterprise. It will be available, guys, in gallery, Microsoft Entra ID gallery. All applications are okay. Done. Single sign-on application. First step, I will be create the enterprise application. After that, I will go to assign the users. First of all, right? Second step. Should we assign this? Who user wants to be login with one credentials? Hmm? You can enable those users in your company. Who are the user? Just wait. Right. What happened? Network issue వచ్చిందా? Yeah. So go to enterprise applications. Anyway, first you have to go to Azure portal, you navigate to the Entra ID and go to the enterprise applications. Okay. In the enterprise application, you have to open that which is Zoom applications, right? You need to enable the single sign-on for, right? So this is enterprise application. For this application, you need to enable single sign-on. So first you create enterprise application. Next, you have to assign the users to whom going to authenticate. ఎవరు దీంట్లోకి లాగిన్ అవుతారో వాళ్ళని మీరు యాడ్ చేయాలి. గో టు యాడ్ యూజర్స్. బేసికలీ నో యూజర్స్ ప్రజెంట్ ఫర్ దిస్ న్యూ అప్లికేషన్ రైట్ క్రియేటెడ్. ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ బెలాల్, సమ్ దివ్య అండ్ సౌమ్య, సమ్ హెచ్ఆర్ టీమ్, ఇన్ఫో టీమ్, ఎనీ పర్సన్స్. దీస్ పర్సన్స్ need these applications with one username and password only they want to access. No need to provide every time for each application. So a single once, guys, sign in once, that's it. వాళ్ళ అకౌంట్లోకి లాగిన్ అవుతారు అంతే. మళ్ళీ మళ్ళీ అప్లికేషన్స్లోకి ఎవరు లాగిన్ అవ్వరు, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోవాలి. రైట్. అండ్ ఆల్సో select role. Who's the role? Some on pro collaboration basic. Yeah, collaboration keeping. Right. Done. I'm going to assign. Done. So I created an enterprise application. I assigned who are the users. Okay, who are the users need to be authenticated. I'm going to be assigned. So I created, I assigned. And third step, you should enable single sign-on. I told you now, for enterprise applications, we are going to enable SAML. Okay, SAML. Okay, security assertion markup language. It's a protocol, guys. Okay, it is actually a protocol which can be used for authenticate to the applications by the users for configuring the single sign-on. Backend లో ఈ ప్రోటోకాల్ పనిచేస్తుంది. ఓకే, రైట్. సో వాట్ ఇస్ ద ప్రోటోకాల్? SAML, Security Assertion Markup Language Protocol, which can be used for authenticate the enterprise applications to configure the single sign-on. So I created enterprise applications. I assigned some users. Now I'm going to enable this protocol for this. So here, see guys, first of all, you need to configure the basic SAML configuration. See guys, for your company, they will provide identifier in your company. ఓకే, ఇక్కడ లేదు, అక్కడ మీకు ఇచ్చేస్తారు ఐడెంటిఫైర్, ఇదే యాడ్ చేయాలి, వాళ్ళ యూజర్ ఇచ్చేస్తారు మీకు. ఓకే, దెన్ రిప్లై URL ఖచ్చితంగా మన కంపెనీ రిప్లై URL ఉంటుంది, యాడ్ చేస్తాం. తర్వాత సైన్ ఇన్ URL ఖచ్చితంగా ఇస్తారు. ఆ ఇది మామూలుగా ఏదో ఒకటి పర్పస్ నేను క్రియేట్ చేస్తున్నాను, కానీ కంపెనీలో ఖచ్చితంగా మీకు క్లియర్గా కంపెనీ పేరుతో URL అన్ని ఇచ్చేస్తారు. దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ వితౌట్ హ్యావింగ్ హౌ డు కాన్ఫిగర్. ఇదంతా రియల్ టైంలోనే చెప్తున్నాను. అది అక్కడ మీరు అర్థం చేసుకోవాలి. కంపెనీలో దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ఐడెంటిఫై, దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిప్లై వర్క్, దే విల్ ప్రొవైడ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద లాగౌట్ URL, sign in URL, logout URL, reply URL, and identify. Everything they will provide. Once done, you can save it. Now basic configuration will be completed. Now, once it is completed, automatically user something like given name, user principal name you are going to provide at the rate capgemini.com, at the rate HL.com, like this. Everything, this information also they will provide, guys. No problem. That user information also they will provide. Okay. After that, certificate, very easy, simple. You can save it. See, new certificate. If you want new certificate, you can, or else just provide that. For example, this email ID, email ID at the rate. This is email ID. So you save it. That's it. Certificate. So what are the components you are going to enable while you are configuring the single sign-on? First step, I will create enterprise application. Second step, I will assign number of users or groups, of course. And third step, I will configure basic SAML, and I will configure attributes and claims, and I will configure the certificates. That's it. Then save it. See, step by step. Once it is done, consequently it will be activate to configure, to set it up. Once everything done, we can test it. Like this. After that, you need to inform to the user, hello user, I configure SAML for Zoom application. You can access now. No need to provide your username and password for Zoom as well. If the guy has Zoom, once he open this one, it doesn't ask username and password. Automatically logged in. Done. Like this Zoho app, like this Team app, okay, like this Outlook, like this Office 365, SharePoint, Calendar, okay, Workday, HR portal, internal HR payroll portal, many of, so these kinds of real-time applications you will be enabled, guys. So in the interview they will ask, once you say that you are explained very well, but he will be test. Hey, tell me as of now in your project, what kind of applications you enabled for with single sign-on? Can you tell? You can say, guys. See, guys, first you have to say Azure portal, Azure DevOps portal, ServiceNow, Jira, Salesforce. All are real-time project applications. See, you can see here. And HR portal, Workday portal. We did, guys, actually. We did. And even AWS console. I worked on. See, go to enterprise application. In interview you should be explained, right? So that you should be understand, you should be practice. So suppose this is a enterprise application, create new application. See, open, it will be coming to the gallery. In the gallery, many applications are, these are enterprise applications already developed by other organization, but we are using in our organization. That is called enterprise application. Enterprise applications are already developed, guys. Okay. But maintained by our organization. See, AWS console you did, Oracle you did, SAP you did, and Google. So, but for your question, you can say, hey, tell me which applications you enabled as so far. So far, I enabled single sign-on with different types of applications. Those are, AWS console I did, GCP I did, Oracle I did, SAP I did, Salesforce I did, Zoho, Zoom, Workday, and Slack, and also Office Exchange. And also I did, ServiceNow, Slack, Workday, and SAP Success Factors, and Workplace, and Zoom applications also. For all these applications types also, I enable single sign-on. Good. So what are the protocols you are using? Yes, for single sign-on, we are using SAML and OpenID Connect. OpenID Connect, basically, it used for what? Modern applications and web applications, mobile applications. SAML used for only, enterprise applications. OpenID is actually Java-based token. It provides, authenticates. But SAML, security XML-based, assertion-based. Okay, assertion-based security. In the backend, token-based access, guys. These are all not storing the credentials. No need to store the credentials. Hard code chain and okay. In the backend, Microsoft will be authenticate by itself, token-based access. Okay. So like this, in the Microsoft Enter ID, we have configured the single sign-on, right? So today what you have learned, simple, little bit, of course, it will be very useful in the interview. So now you can say in the statement you can add in your profile. You can enhance your profile. Hey, have worked on Azure Active Directory? Yes, I worked on Enter ID. In Enter ID, how many type of securities? You know. Have worked on single sign-on? Yes. I'm pretty good experienced person in single sign to configure. Even I have 2+ years of hands-on experience on that. Which protocols are using OpenID Connect and SAML? How do you configure? Already explained. What is this? Already explained. As of now, in your project, in your company, what kind of applications you enabled with single sign-on? You have to explain. You have to remember. It's very realistic, guys. In fact, simple learning is different, and by watching YouTube also you can do. But that is not good to clear the interview. Even Vinay from Indupur is coming. He doesn't have any experience. He kept 2.8 years, three plus, of course, but 2 rounds clear. He did like 5 years experience. He explained like why, because every day what I am explaining here, he took the questions, he write down the notes, he prepared well, and he explained well. See, once again I'm repeating you will only get job if you explain well. Until unless you can't. Okay. So you will be, if you explain very well, then only will get job. Once again I'm telling you, because most of the guys are not listening. All are doing nitpicking. Nitpicking means whatever we need, we don't focus on that. We will focus on that. So what I'm saying, your root point is interview. Keep in mind for getting job. So why don't you focus on that? Make it first. Okay, you should take a ticket for Hyderabad if you are going to Hyderabad. Don't take for Bangalore. When you want to go to Hyderabad, you must should be take ticket for only Hyderabad, right? So then only will be reached to the Hyderabad. So if you want to get job, you should prepare real-time work practically, and you should explain as well. So whatever you need, you have to do that. Okay. So that is the correct root way and the root point. Fine. So this is Microsoft Enter ID, guys. Okay, this is Azure portal. This is Microsoft Enter ID. In the Microsoft Enter ID, we have enterprise applications, right? So earlier we discussed what is enterprise applications, what is uh, app registration. So app registration. So have you seen in the enterprise application? Have you seen OpenID Connect anywhere? Never, right? But we discussed what. Yes, there are two protocols we are using, OpenID connected and SAML. SAML seen. So that's what I'm telling you. SAML basically used for enterprise applications to configure. Basically, we use it for what? Enterprise applications to configure. But normal applications, which is app registration, which is modern web application, designing application, currently, which is our organization developed by and owned by our organization applications only used by OpenID Connect. So enterprise applications will be used with SAML based single sign-on. And normal applications, if you go to the Microsoft Enter ID and app registration, then only will get OpenID Connect. Suppose if you go, wait, all applications, see Airbud, which is developing by ourselves, right? This is developing ourselves. So go to authentication, see here, OpenID Connect. See, we have to provide web and URI, and after that, we have other options out there. Go to supported, single sign-on and get it, and see ID connect, ID token. So these are all the things. After that, we need to create a certificate and secret. You have to create it, and we can configure it. OpenID Connect. Okay. So in this way, we are going to use OpenID Connect for app registration applications, means web applications or mobile applications or modern applications to configure single sign-on. But coming to the enterprise applications, we are going to use SAML Now, so many questions are covered. So many questions are covered. Have worked on this? Yes. What is this? What is this? And also, we cover what is the enterprise applications, what is the uh, app registrations. We completed, right? For example, if you go to the app registration, see here, app registration is nothing but a blueprint of application. It defines what is the application inside our organization. So when we want to design and own it by our organization, we are going to create app registration. But enterprise applications are already developed, but integrate, we are using it in our instant. Already developed, right? If you go to the enterprise applications, all are available, right? See, if you go to create an enterprise application, for example, this is enterprise application. Just see, open, if you create this one, no need to develop yourself. Already developed, but we are using, leveraging in our organization. See, in our tenant, this is a Microsoft Azure portal, Microsoft Enter ID. Enter ID means tenant. In the tenant, it is available. We are integrating that. But developed by others actually. See, this one developed by ServiceNow, developed by what? In 2024, 2004, what is that? Fred Lodi. Fred Lodi. Developed by Fred Lodi for ITSM, for management of ITSM. IT service management purpose we are using, but not developed by Azure guys. It is developed by other organization, but we are integrated with Microsoft Azure. So already developed applications, just we are leveraging. But app registration, if you want to developing yourself in your organization by your developers and owning by your organization, then we are going to app registration. So app registration just to define the blueprints of application, what is that? And enterprise applications defines represent already existed applications, and it will be represent service principle of the particular instant already existed. These are all not existed. These are all developing applications in our organization. So today you learn even what is the difference between app registration and enterprise applications, and also what is the single sign-on, how do you configure the single sign-on, okay? What is the, what are the protocols you are using? What is OpenID Connect and what is SAML? Difference between OpenID and SAML. And also tell me so far what kind of applications you configured with SSO. What is the main benefits of SSO? Main benefits, betterment of application management. Avoid the password usage multiple times. Security enhancement. Easy to govern the passwords. Okay. So these are all enterprise applications and app registrations and single sign-on and OpenID Connect and SML, and also along with another protocol also there, guys. But we're not using that one. Very legacy. That protocol is WS Federation. WS Federation. That protocol is WS Federation. Very legacy of protocol. Nowadays, Azure not using this, but previously it was using. It was updated, okay, deprecated this protocol. Nowadays, Microsoft Azure mostly, generally, almost all, or every company, every organization, to configuring SSO, this one, this one. And Auth 2 protocol also there. This is also very important. Auth 2.0. This protocol also using, but it is just authorization purpose, not for authentication. So, but it will be integrate with OpenID Connect. Yes, it will be integrated with OpenID Connect. So, OpenID Connect provide authentication, and Auth 2.4 basically used for authorization. So, in the back end, these protocols basically authentication. See, we are enabling single sign-on mean what? Users are going to authenticate, right? Users are going to authenticate. Users are going to log in. How? Without giving multiple times password. How? Basically, these users are log into this application using these protocols because these protocols are configured for all this application. So these protocols are actually token-based protocols. They doesn't require username and password. Basically, in the backend, the protocols are using token-based access. Okay. How the process flow, how the process can flow. Any user, for example, a salesforce.com URL key hit kodtam. For example, any user hit the salesforce.com. It will ask multi-factor authenticator, username and password code. And Active Directory, it will be redirect to the this Microsoft Enter ID provider in the backend. So whenever user provide username and password, Microsoft Enter ID will be validate. Then it will go to these protocols, OpenID or SAML or Auth2 protocols. Those are understand. Okay, this user is inside the Enter ID. Okay, successful. Then all the applications are like this accessed. So second password cannot provide. Once you log into account, if all these applications are configured with single sign-on with all these protocols, all the users seamlessly access all this application without providing repeatedly username and password. This is a thing happening in the back end in the Microsoft Azure ecosystem in Microsoft Enter ID going on in real-time process. So this is everything in theory, guys. But in real time, just you are going to do like this. Coming a ticket coming, you're going to enter ID, you're adding the enterprise application, whatever, for example, this one, and you are going to enable single sign-on. That's it. Okay. So in this way, we are going to enable the single sign-on. Okay, so be prepared well, guys. Okay, will be discussed tomorrow. We'll share questions and videos. All the videos are uploaded. Go through that repeatedly. You can watch again, watch again and again and again. You will get the concept. Then we can, guys. Okay, and then connect with me. We'll ask the questions tomorrow. We'll do mock interviews, guys, for for users and group creation, guys. Users and group creations, and how do you provide a RBAC role, and what are the difference between AD role and RBAC roles, and what are the difference between owner and administrator. Everything I will ask. Okay, tomorrow we'll discuss. That's enough, guys, today. Okay, bye all. Today I'm too exhausted. Bye all. Take care.